Welcome, Warrior Broadcast Center. And we are live from Warrior Nation Stadium with Rutherford. Sorry. And we are live. So kickoff, Warriors receive the kick at their own 38-yard line. Today we are live with the Waldwick Warriors versus the Lyndhurst Golden Bears. Kyra Bailey received that kick. All right. We are here. First, I am Matthew Halpern. I will be joined today by Nikki Wayne. So, Nick, coming off a rough loss to Rutherford last week, how do you think this team will rebound versus a very good opponent in Lyndhurst? All right, Russ is under center. He's audibling. Junior's motioning. And it is a run up the middle for about a yard gain to number 33, Zach Holsizer. You'll be seeing a lot of Holsizer tonight. So, Nikki, what do you think of Holsizer? I mean, he's a beast. I mean, the Warriors are now back in a huddle. I really think they'll run it again here. I mean, they could go for a play action. They only got 1 yard last time. It's a run up the middle for about a 5-yard gain, I'd say. I believe that is number 33, Zach Holsizer on the run again. Yep. The Warriors now have a 3rd and 5 from their own 45-yard line. Sorry, 3rd down and 6 from their own 45-yard line. Warriors are up to the line and set. Now, this is a huge 3rd down here as they're looking to get a huge momentum swing early. All right. Here's your set. Motioning. It's a K run. And it appears. Nope, still going. Never mind. I thought number 7, Kevin Davidson, was stopped short. But it appears he got that 1st down on his 2nd burst. We'll give that run to Kevin Davidson. It appears that was about a 7-yard run. That'll give Warriors a 1st down, the first of the game, at their just shy, maybe like an inch-ish shy of their own 50-yard line. But the Warriors are set. Motioning from Junior. The ball is handed off to number 33, Zach Holsizer breaks a tackle. He's still going, and he takes the ball all the way to the Lyndhurst 39-yard line for another Warrior 1st down. We'll give him about an 11-yard run on that. Warriors really got the momentum going. That 3rd down, I think, really got him going, especially that big run from number 7, Kevin Davidson. So, Nikki, if the Warriors can keep this momentum going, do you think they actually have a shot to keep the score going and force Lyndhurst to score every possession? Warriors are now up to the line and set. There's some motioning there. Junior motions over, and it is a play-action boot to number 1, Kyra Bailey, for a Warrior 1st down. Down all the way to the Lyndhurst 20. No, they gave him all the way to the Lyndhurst 19-yard line. There's also dot there from quarterback number 14, Russell Pigg. Looks like the Warriors really got momentum here going. I don't think that this is looking like it's going to be a high-powered, high-scoring game. What do you think, Nikki? Warriors are up to the line, set. We got Kevin. We got a run up the middle for a 2 to 3 yard gain by number 33, Zach Holsizer. This will be a name you'll be hearing, I'd say maybe 30, 35 times. I don't know if exact the numbers, but you'll be hearing his name a lot tonight. You'll be hearing number 21, Greg Grussis Jr. Everyone calls him Junior. You'll be hearing his name a lot tonight. And returning off a stint on the inactive list due to COVID protocols, Kevin is back. So, Nikki, after this long 2-week break from football, how do you think Kevin will do? Oh, that's unfortunate. No, never mind. It's a offsides penalty on Lyndhurst. This will give the Warriors a 2nd and 4, I believe, from the Warrior. No, I'd say this would be a Warriors 2nd and 4, maybe, from their Lyndhurst 13-yard line, I believe. I think this will be a run here just to get the first down. It'll set up a little play action boot to score because Warriors are a very run heavy offense that are much like the Cleveland Browns would throw play action in there when needed. There's a handoff right up the middle by number 33, Zach Holsizer, for a gain of about 2 to 3 yards. This will give Warriors a 3rd down and very short. There from
Yeah, that's a big key of the game is score touchdowns. I feel like I've had to be pressure to score more touchdowns and they're applying pressure.
All right, so Warriors are set on the Lyndhurst 4-5 yard line. First and goal with some motions here. Inside run to about, no, it appears that they're, oh, sorry, my apologies. It was number 7, Kevin Davidson, with a short little run here. I'm sorry, it was a little run for loss. No. What? I'm sorry, my apologies. It was a 1-yard gain here by number 7, Kevin Davidson. They're trying. I agree with you. Cheerleaders are trying to hype up the crowd, but the crowd is dead silent. And it's respecting the football team. They're in short situation. Yep. All right, Warriors are now getting set. Running. Number 33, Zach Colsar takes the ball for a touchdown run. The Warriors are up 7-0 with a long touchdown drive. That chewed 6 minutes almost. No, that chewed more than 6 minutes off the clock. Oh, my God. Yeah. Now the crowd's really starting after they respected the Warriors and let them score. Long. Again.
crowd being, as loud as it is.
I think if you're looking at last week, especially with this crowd, of all things needs to improve on, is being louder. I mean, they were good in the first half. They were pretty loud. And once it got to the second half, they were not that loud. I think third downs, they need to get really loud. We're starting to get a little bit louder. Yeah, I think the crowd's just trying to get a feel of how this game momentum going. All right, so number 11, Bryce Hamilton will be on to kick off to Lyndhurst. We have number 7, Rick Rainey, back to receive the kick. And appears number 11, Jake Shutt, will also be back there to receive the kick. Bryce is now taking his steps. Refs give him the all go. And boom, the ball is kicked. Ball's received at the Lyndhurst 5. He's taking it out. And it's a tackle. No, broken. No. He originally ran through the original tackle of number 48 by Luke McGowan, but it was number 33, Zach Colsizer, all over the field with the actual tackle. And I believe you might give Kyer Bailey actually for credit on the tackle. Zach Colsizer just came in to finish the play. Now this Warrior defense is coming off the field after giving up 21 to that Rutherford team last week. After all this momentum gotten by the offense, how do you think they'll rebound?
They have a lot of star players back, after COVID list and injuries. So I feel like they're going to step up for the team and the defense is going to hold on.
All right, so Lyndhurst is back. Lyndhurst is now set from their own 21-yard line. All right, drop back to pass by number 1. And he's under pressure, still under pressure. And the pass is incomplete. That was intended for a Rutherford receiver on what appears to be I wouldn't say a comeback route. He was coming back to the quarterback as he was under immense pressure from number 74, Braden Holm.
So, Matt, how do you think this defense is going to basically just stop it? What do you think their game plan is?
I think they're going to be really angry and annoyed after last week's crushing loss to Rutherford. You can see Kevin Davidson lined up on defense. So I think he'll give him a bunch of momentum and drop back sack. Pressure by number 48, Luke McGowan. Pass was intended for number 7, Rick Rainey. Rutherford will now have a 3rd and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Warriors defense is really keeping this momentum from the offense going. So, Nikki, if the Warriors defense gets this up here, what do you think? I mean, I wouldn't say this game is over, but the Warriors are definitely going to put a lot of pressure on this Lyndhurst team to get it going.
Really good. The D-line is really good. It's built with strength and speed. I feel like they're going to get a lot of sacks. Pressure the quarterback a lot, they'll make errors.
All right, Lyndhurst is back set. Quarterback's under pressure. He's under pressure and throws it incomplete. Pass intended for number 2, Tony Vaganoni. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm not the greatest with name pronunciations. Lyndhurst will be forced to punt after 3 and out, only chewing 30 seconds off the clock. Now, yes, he will.
How do you think he played last game?
I mean, besides that muff punt that he had late, I think he was just tired because he's all over the field. They have him playing everything. I think he'll do a lot better this week, honestly. I really do. I have confidence in him, the rebound. This Rutherford defense is probably going to be gassed. I mean, they only killed 30 seconds off the clock, Rutherford. Warriors will now get the ball with about 5 minutes left to go. Snap was over the head of the punter, and it'll be a safety. Warriors will go up 9-0, and we'll get the ball back. Now this Warriors crowd and this Warriors team is really going. I mean, yeah. But, even on that, it really wasn't that loud. All right, so sorry we were just informed that one of the mics is not working. Sorry for the radio silence. Some of the Warriors just got a safety. They will now have the ball after Rutherford only killed about 35 seconds off the clock. So, Nikki, the safety and a touchdown, forcing the Rutherford team to punt after only 35 seconds with the ball.
Same thing as last drive, really, work this defense and make them work. That's all I got to do is make them work, let the clock run down and, yeah.
Yeah. I think another solid drive here for the Warriors could really put a lot of pressure on Lyndhurst. I still go up multiple possessions here. I'm not good at math. Nikki, are you good at math? Because I don't know. If the Warriors get a touchdown here, what will the score be? It's 9-0 currently.
It would be around 15.
All right. Thank you for that. That's my bad. I am not the best with math. Bryce Hamilton and Bears number 6, Anthony Marco, will be back for the return at about the Warrior 31-yard line. Lyndhurst will be kicking it off from their own 20. And Anthony Marco receives the ball at about the Warrior 37-yard line. He's taking it. Marco's going. Anthony Marco's going all the way to the Lyndhurst 45-yard line, although there is a flag on the play at about the Warrior 49-yard line. I'm sorry, number 7, Kevin Davidson was on the return.
Very deceiving, these numbers. We can't really tell who's who.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell just from this angles. I mean, it'd be great if we were higher up, but unfortunately we cannot get higher up. It appears this flag will pull the Warriors back about 10 yards. No, it's holding on Warriors. Yep, this will send them back 10 yards. Only a minor setback for this Warriors offense, but I still think they can get a nice drive going, especially with this very gas Lyndhurst defense.
There are more fans showing up, so that's going to be an advantage for Waldwick as to be, loud, making this team work and, having them up.
Yep. Lyndhurst defense is coming back on the field after maybe 45 seconds off. They're definitely going to be gassed. I don't see hands on hips yet, as it's still pretty early, but if Warriors can keep this going, this defense will be pretty gassed by even the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, I agree. All
right, Warriors are set from their own 38-yard line after the holding penalty on the kick. Ball is handed off to number 21, Junior, who then hands the ball back off to number 7, Kevin Davidson. Again, you're hearing his name. He's going to be all over the field tonight.
He's one of the really most important people for this offense as he gives a lot of yards for carry he gets. So I feel like he's going to be a really important key player for this offense.
All right, so the Warriors got about a 1-yard gain there. The Warriors will now have a 2nd and 9 from their own 39-yard line. Warriors are up to the line and set. Is that play action boot to number 33, Zachary Holzheiser. He's going, and he's pushed out of bounds at the Lyndhurst 45-yard line, it appears. A first down for the Warriors. It appears they're really now getting the momentum going. Nikki, do you think that if the Warriors can keep this up, this will, I won't say shut Lyndhurst down, but it'll definitely you'll see a bunch of heads down on the sideline?
Coming in the first quarter, they're already down 9-0. But doesn't mean everything's out, They could come back, they could, choke this, and, you never know.
I'm expecting a lot of big things out of this offense, and especially the defense, especially returning as many big guys as they are. We'll see. Long time left in the game. There's still 3:40 left. Warriors have already chewed a decent amount of time off the clock. Again, handoff to number 21, Junior, at about the Warrior 41-yard line. It'll be about a 4-yard gain. So, Nikki, what do you think of this deadly three-headed trio of the Warrior backfield of Junior, Zach Holzheiser, and the returning Kevin Davidson?
Oh, that's just a stacked, backfield. Even Junior, Kevin, Holzheiser, those are really good players, and, they're going to put up a lot of yards for this Waldwick offense.
I think what is also key to that backfield is the experience. Holzheiser is a senior, with Junior and Kevin Davidson both being juniors. All right, Russ is down. Cornerback, Warriors are set. Ball snapped to number 5, Bryce Layround, and he's still going all the way down to the Lyndhurst 19-yard line for a nice game. That is number 5, Christian Cierto. The Warrior crowd is really now getting into it. I believe that slant really got him going. I think the Warriors are really getting going, but I don't think there's any cooling this offense down. Once they get going, it's hard to really slow them down. So what do you think of, I don't think this Lyndhurst defense right now has anything for the Warriors. They've chewed off another almost 2 minutes off the clock, almost 3. The Warriors are dominating TOS here, time of possession. Warriors are drop back passes, a slow script green, the number 21 junior, all the way down. Oh, sorry, my bad. Number 7, Kevin Davidson. As I said earlier, it's kind of hard to see some numbers from here, especially with all these people walking around, but it's fine. We'll adjust, we'll adapt. As a reception all the way down to about the Warriors' 7 or 8 yard line. So, Nikki, what do you think the Warriors will do here after a shovel pass, some slant routes, some dub balls? Do you think the Warriors will go run or a little another keep the passing game going?
I think they're going to go for the end zone. They're going for a touchdown here. Maybe like still post route, out route, something, and get a touchdown.
Based off where they're lined up, I think it'll be a little dive to whole size drop the middle, which is not. It's actually to number 21 junior for what appears to be maybe a 2-yard gain. I mean, the Warriors will take it. They're already in prime position.
Yeah, this offense is really good at winding the clock down, which is a really key aspect of football.
Yeah, especially now that the Warriors there's only 1 minute left in the first quarter. Damn, the score is going by fast. The Warriors have had the ball I'd say about 35, 40 seconds of this first quarter, and these are 12-minute quarters. This defense has got to be gas. I mean, I know me and you are both athletes, but being on the field for that long, not being off, it's got to take a toll on you.
Oh, yeah, it definitely will, and you got to keep hydrated or you're going to, not play as well as you should.
Yep. Sorry, we missed the play, but that was I believe a little stretch or dive for a maybe marginal gain, if at all, maybe a loss to number 7, Kevin Davidson. The Warriors got good field position. They're down inside. They're at the Lyndhurst 7-yard line. Even if it's a little yard loss, we're still inside their 10. We'll take it. Take what you can get against this very good Lyndhurst team. Now,
on the outside, maybe throw to him.
Maybe we'll see. Warriors drop back. It's a pass, and it's a pass to incomplete pass intended for number 6, Anthony Marco. That was a nice little out route. It was beautiful coverage there. He was smothered that entire time. What do you think of that defense? That was really good defense by that corner.
Good route, better defense on that one. You can't do anything about it.
Yep. There's only so much you can do as a route runner there when the corner's just got that good hips and that good feet. Where's the Warriors be looking to rebound and save a 4th and 10 from their own 8, and they will be electing to take the 3 here to go up 12-0. It'll be a 2-possession game. However, 2 touchdowns will do it. So even though the Warriors are only getting 3 here, what do you think of this drive and how much time it took off the clock?
Oh, it was a really good drive here, even though they didn't, get a touchdown, but they're going to get a field goal hopefully. But, to wind the clock down that much is just a really good drive by itself. So,
yeah, I mean, there's 5 seconds left in this first quarter. The Warriors are going to be up 12-0 if Bryce makes the kick, which Bryce does make the kick. And that's the end of the first quarter here. And we will now switch the field as the Lyndhurst will receive the kick after going down by 12. So after this first quarter, what do you think of the game so far?
It's been really one-sided game for Waldwick here, as their offense is really thriving here versus this Lyndhurst defense. So hopefully Lyndhurst can step their offense and make the defense work.
Do you think the Lyndhurst team will be coming out just bombs away, or do you think they'll try to be conservative, get some momentum going on their side?
Conservative, you come off a drive only lasts 30 seconds, so you gotta strategize and plan to score at least a field goal here.
You are right. It appears that loss last week, that 21-14, very close loss to Rutherford, has had almost no impact on this Warriors team. In fact, it might have actually given them a huge confidence booster, taking out all that anger and frustration on this good Lyndhurst team. I mean, we still got 3 quarters left. We still got a lot of time, but, you'll see. This Lyndhurst team is good, They could easily rebound, 12 points is only 2, that's less than 2 touchdowns. 2 good drives, and the game's Lyndhurst has the lead. What do you think of Lyndhurst's chances of at least putting up a little bit of points before the midway point of the second quarter, based off how the game's going so far?
I think it's a pretty high chance, actually. They have, even the Warriors, they, have momentum. I feel like quarter change, things could change.
All right, Bryce Hamilton on the kick all the way to the Lyndhurst, or the Warrior 9, the Lyndhurst 9. And you got number 48, Luke McGowan on the tackle, back at the Lyndhurst 21-yard line. What do you think of Luke? I mean, he's a senior. He's scrappy. He's not the biggest kid, but he plays everywhere. He's good.
Yeah, he's actually really good, you hear his name a lot. He's a really good tackler. He's got defense, good offense, too. And, yeah, he's going to step up for this defense and offense.
I wouldn't say he's the greatest player on the team, but he's probably, in my opinion, after like Holsizer and Lamont, Davidson, some of these bigger guys, I think McGowan's actually one of the most consistent guys on this defense, really. He's there every play, day in, day out.
Yeah, he is.
All right, so Lyndhurst is now up to the line on their own 21-yard line. All right. Is a little run, as you predicted. Is a stop, as there's maybe five Warriors there. And that was just a swarm. What do you think of that play call?
I don't know. I mean, this Warrior defense shortened them up pretty good. You couldn't get much out of it.
I mean, you did call a run first play at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing the Warriors got the stop. So, it's positive to that. All right, so Lyndhurst is set after a loss. So, dump-off pass to number 11.
Just shy of the first down.
Just shy of the first down. Number 11, Jake Shutt. The Warriors, Lyndhurst will now have a 3rd and 1 from their own 30-yard line. Luke McGowan, I believe, will get credit for the tackle there. He's really all over the field. I think the Warriors just have so many guys that they're not the greatest, but they're consistent.
Yeah.
You don't need the greatest talent, but with how consistent these guys are, I don't think you really need it. What do you think of what do you think of that?
Well, it's just this defense is built for, stopping the pass run. So I feel like with it's tipped and incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete. It appeared to be tipped in either a secondary linebacker court or at the line. So I would give Rutherford a 4th and 1 from their own 30-yard line. You think it'd be that bold to really go for it here, down by 12 with 10:30 left to go in the second quarter?
I don't know. They might have the punt here, but you never know. It's only 4th and 1.
I really wouldn't think it'd be a bold idea. It won't be that bold. I mean, even though you're down inside your own 30, you're down by 12.
Yeah.
And you have no momentum on your side. We'll see. It appears they are coming out and punt. But the Warriors defense always got to be prepared for a fake here, as it's very short. Never mind, Lyndhurst is actually going for it, which wouldn't surprise me. It's the 4th and 1. What do you think? And they will get the first down and more down to the Lyndhurst, down to their own 39-yard line, tackled by number 11, Bryce Hamilton. Another guy will be all over the field tonight. What do you think of Bryce?
He's a really good player. He's a kicker, kick returner. He can do all. He's all over the field, getting tackles, getting stops. So, yeah, he's a really good player.
I mean, even though they got that first down, I think we showed some promise of the future with Bryce only being a sophomore.
Yeah.
Lyndhurst will now come up with 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Lyndhurst will get tackled for a 3-yard loss. Got number 55, Lamont Lester in there. I believe I saw number 7, Kevin Davis in there too, and a couple other guys. This Waldwick defense is really ferocious out here. They're clogging this run up.
Yeah, they have big bodies. Lamont up front, Kevin up front too. Greg, being a linebacker. This defense is good.
I think that defense of Lamont and Braden Holm, number 74 and 55, I think it's a really good stop. Braden is, I think, 300 pounds he's listed as, and Lamont's 245 on his own. Them right up the A gap. There's not many guys who can stop that, especially in high school.
Yeah.
All right, Lyndhurst drops back to pass. He's pressured by number 1, Kyer Bailey. Lyndhurst will get the pass off down to their own 46-yard line. They will have a 2nd and 4. Lyndhurst is starting to get a little bit I mean, Lyndhurst starts starting to get a little bit of momentum. Do you think the Warriors can stuff this, Nicky, or do you think Lyndhurst might take this downfield and shoot a little bit of clock themselves?
They might show off themselves, might score a touchdown here. Field goal. Nice little confident booster for later on in the game.
I think their major key for Lyndhurst right now is just while the crowd is pretty quiet. For some reason, they're not getting Lyndhurst shot back to pass, and the pass is incomplete. Intended target was number 2, Tommy Frangione, Number 5, Christian Cierto was on the coverage there. I think I saw the receiver calling for a pass interference there, maybe. But honestly, in my opinion, that was not catchable. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that was not catchable. A little off target there.
Now this Warrior crowd's starting to get a little bit in it with the defense. Lyndhurst now has a 4th and 5 from their own 46-yard line. This Warrior crowd, I think a couple guys are tending to get loud, but they really can't get anything going. I'm really hoping. All right, Lyndhurst shots back to pass. He's pressured. And there's a holding flag in the backfield. This nice run here will be negated by holding. It was obvious. Number 55 in the line was had number 1 Kyler Bentley just pinned to the ground.
Pretty obvious call there.
Yeah, it's a pretty obvious call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe this will now force Lyndhurst into a punt situation. I think this is way too. This will be a 4th and 15. No. No, sorry, 4th and 10 from their own 40. No, sorry. 4th and 10 from Lyndhurst's own 31-yard line. What do you think of that Warriors stop there and keep the momentum going for the Warriors?
Yeah, it was a really good stop there. It's really important. Keep these stops, keep them with them on your side. And yeah, you can force the punt here so you can score hopefully on another drive.
Bryce Hamilton, number 11, will be back to return the punt with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Ball snap back. Not a safety this time. Nice punt. Bryce will receive that he'll muff it at the 42-yard line. He's recovering, and he's going. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Oh, 2 flags. Bryce will take the one all the way down to the 25. No, I believe this will be negated back as holding calls. There are 2 flags in the field, one out of the 49. And one at the Warrior 46-yard line. I mean, even with this penalty here, I think Warriors will really have a shot at getting going and keep this momentum on their side.
Yeah, I believe. This Warrior offense, it has still the momentum they had in the first quarter. So I feel like they're going to, nice little drive here.
All right.
Is very silent. They step it up.
Yes, they do. Pierce Warriors, after the penalty, will get the ball at their own 47. No, sorry, never mind. They're way back. There's a big penalty there. All the way back to their own 34-yard line all the way from their 25, from the Lyndhurst 25 without those penalties. That was a big penalty there. I think that might have been a spot foul because no way. Yeah. What do you think the Warriors will do here after that big penalty? Run or pass?
Run. Probably number 7. It's Cody Davidson. It's a pass.
No, it's a pass. And downfield. Pass intended for number 7, Kevin Davidson. I believe the corner, number 5, Damian Weaver got a hand on that to make it a little bobbly. Fortunately, Kevin Davidson dropped the ball at the Lyndhurst 35-yard line. That would have been a great play. Though I think that was a little bit underthrown by Russ, but it was still a very catchable ball.
Really good defense there by number 5.
Yep. The Warriors will now have a 2nd and 10. With 7:53 left to go in the second. We actually have a couple guys that we sophomores trying to get this Warrior crowd going, but they got nothing. Well, hopefully they can get it going, but we'll see. We'll see. That's not the important thing. The important thing is to play on the field. Warriors are back up to the line after incompletion. There's some motioning here. Number 21, Junior, will get the ball for a nice little 4-yard gain. That will give Warriors a 2nd and 5. No. So they're getting about 4 yards. This will give Warriors a 3rd and 6 from their own 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
What do you predict here?
I honestly think they'll go a little play action as it's 3rd and 8's a little wrong for the run. But we saw last week the quarterback Russ Pick had a quarterback sneak that went pretty far, and so did Zach Holsizer. So what do you think here, Nikki?
I think this to be a run play.
It is a pass play, and it is picked off, intercepted. It will be taken to the house. This will be a complete momentum swing as Lyndhurst will score, make this game before the PAT. It will be 12-6 after. If they can make it, it'll be 12-7 with 6:59 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, this crowd is now dead silent after that pick 6.
How do you think Russ will, the quarterback Russell Pig will rebound after that massive pick 6?
Well, I say for the fact that, he might have not the best throw. But he has to learn from that. And as you can see, he's a little frustrated. So hopefully he come back and, put some more dimes.
Yep. Lyndhurst will be on to attempt a PAT here. No, they're going for 2, and they don't get it. The Warriors will keep the 6-point lead. Warriors will, again, have a 6-point lead, 12-6 over Lyndhurst. After a touchdown by the Warriors, a safety and a field goal, and then most recently a pick 6 by Lyndhurst.
That was really good pick 6 there. They both league at the momentum to Lyndhurst. So yeah, really good pick 6 there.
However, I think that failed 2-point conversion will really, I wouldn't say give the Warriors hope, but it's a 1-possession game. The Warriors will still have a lead. Instead of the lead being only 4 or 5 points, it is now still a 6-point touchdown game. So, we'll see. We have number 7, Kevin Davidson, and number 11, Bryce Hamilton, here to return. Hopefully, Bryce can get about as explosive as a return as he did last time, but hopefully without the penalties, as that really hurt us, leading to that pick 6.
So, Halpern, what do you think of this Lyndhurst team? The offense and defense. How do you think so far about it?
I mean, their offense has got nothing really going. They've pretty much done absolutely nothing. Their only points and their only real chances have been stops by the defense in that pick 6. So I think this Warrior defense can keep putting points up. That Lyndhurst can't do much because their offense is getting stuffed. Their only real productivity is on defense and special teams. So, yeah. Now, Nikki, what do you think of this game so far after that pick 6?
I feel like, this defense is stepping up more, as the Warriors scored 2 times. But I feel like with this momentum shift, hopefully the defense can stop up here and the offense can start something and hopefully score.
That was a weird punt to the 40-yard line, taken by number 48, Luke McGowan, up to the Warrior 47-yard line. I don't think that was intended. I mean, it might have been, but that was a very short punt. Only maybe he kicked it from the 35, 40, and kicked it to the only opposite 40. I mean, I don't know what that was about. What do you think that was about?
It could have been a mistake, but, it was a really weird kickoff. But we got one tackle and get some more extra yards on that. So hopefully the Warrior offense can do something with this.
I mean, you will see some odd things in high school football, but I don't think that was playing, especially down by 6. But, we'll see. Warriors now with the ball from their own 48-yard line. They're now lined up and set with shifts going on. More motions. Ball taken by number 21, Junior, as he is stuffed. Absolutely stuffed for a 1 or 2 yard loss here. What do you think of that play call?
But the offensive line needs to step it up a little bit as Russ has been under pressure a little bit. All they have to do is just stop maybe the blitz or something, but you got to stop that.
I think these corners are getting really antsy, especially after seeing that pick. But not just my opinion, That could just been a very well-designed cornerback blitz or whatever that was. And I would say a poorly designed play, but it wasn't the greatest play call. It was stretched on the cornerback blitz to the blitz inside the corner. What I think the Warriors will do here is 3 running backs, 2-3 yards off the line. I mean, they're shifting now.
This will be a run play up the middle.
There's a pitch back to Holsizer, and he fumbles the ball, and the Warriors will not get the ball back. That's a huge play. That's huge. Is that a flag there? No, it's not a flag. Sorry, that is someone's cleat came off there. That's a huge momentum killer for this Warriors team. You get a huge momentum shift to Lyndhurst. What do you think of that?
That was a really big play for Lyndhurst. They needed that to get momentum going. Yeah, it's a really good play for them. Well, Zach Holsteiner did bobble the ball, but this defense, the offense needs to start, doing something.
In my opinion, there, I think Holsizer might have saw some green grass ahead of him, or green turf in this case, and got a little antsy and started to run before he actually got the ball. But you never know. Guys make mistakes. Holsizer's a senior. Experience doesn't mean anything in some cases. Now Lyndhurst will have great field position at the Warrior 41-yard line. This crowd's starting to get a little loud, but still pretty. No. Crowd's starting to get a little bit louder here, but still not that loud. Lyndhurst drops back to pass. It'll be a slant route. Tackle with 3 Warriors in there. I see number 21, Junior, number 48, Luke McGowan, and I couldn't see who the third guy in there on the tackle was.
What's your opinion on Junior? How do you think he is on the field with defense and offense?
I mean, after seeing some of the plays he's made on lunch at you, I think he's got some potential, but that's launch football. But I think on the actual field, he's got some real good potential here. What do you think of those little mentions there made about lunchtime football?
You didn't mention that one. Yeah, he's a really good player. He's really crafty with the routes he does. And he's really crafty, defensively too,
And he's pressured. Kyer barely number 1 on the sack. Number 48, Luke McGowan was in there as well. And number 58, Brendan Moore were all in there. Though Kyer will get credit with the sack. That'll be a big loss, pushing Lyndhurst back to their Warrior back to the Warrior 43-yard line. And Lyndhurst will now have a 3rd and 13, it appears. Sorry, 3rd and 15 from the Warrior 43-yard line. Do you think this will give Warriors any bit of momentum after that sack, or do you think Lyndhurst will keep the ball rolling?
I feel like the sack will, get momentum and, calm things down. So, yeah, this defense is going to step up and cause Lyndhurst to hopefully, make a mistake.
Coach Grustis here for the Warriors has called a timeout. All right, so, Nikki, what do you think the Warriors and Lyndhurst will both come out here after that sack? And, what do you think the play calling will be here for both defenses?
I feel like the defense is going to, play some zone coverage, maybe, try to stop them from getting the first down. But the offense, they're probably going to do a nice little crafty, maybe pass play, try to get the defense to, make a mistake here. But, yeah, that's what I think about it.
I mean, I think here, Lyndhurst might. Obviously, you're going to go for the first down, but I think they'd be okay with knocking the first down as long as they got within 2-3 yards of the first down, because that's, depending on the kicker, that's fringe field goal range for a lot of high school guys. Right, so Lyndhurst will have a 3rd and 15 on the Warrior 43-yard line after the Warrior timeout. Right. Lyndhurst is up to the line. The crowd is still occasionally trying to get loud, but I haven't heard much. She's up to the line, drop back to pass. And it is complete pass. Tackle by number 7, Kevin Davidson, and number 11, Bryce Hamilton will combine on the tackle there. We'll give it Lyndhurst a first down.
This Lyndhurst crowd is a little bit louder than our Waldwick crowd right now.
I don't understand that at all because we got home field advantage and the crowd's silent, but it's game of momentum. This crowd's never really been the loudest. Even the last game, they weren't that loud.
I mean, yeah, last game they were a little bit louder, but, being louder is an advantage for the home team, and you need that if you want to win some games, especially when home field advantage is really important. So you got, capitalize on the home field advantage, but Waldwick's not really doing that right now.
Pierce, it'll be a false start penalty here. Guys on the Warriors are pointing because that's how football does. Football guys work. And it's false start on Lyndhurst, which will push him back. This will give Lyndhurst a 1st and 15 from the Warrior 34-yard line. How do you think Lyndhurst will now coming out after another penalty here?
I think they're going to, at least try the first down here, prevail on the penalty. But, yeah, they got to get the first down. We have 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. They got to hurry up.
Oh, sure, I haven't been able to see the clock because of the student section. But, yeah, you're right. There is 3:56 left. They're just now ready. They're looking for a pass, and missed tackle by Kyer Bailey. But the rest of his Warriors defense will get his back. And Pierre Suzuki McGowan, number 48, will be in there. Number 33, Zach Holsizer will be in there. 55, Lamont Lesser will look like he was in there too. This Warrior defense really is scrappy. I mean, they don't have the size or the speed, but they got consistency.
Yeah, they have talent. They've been practicing, really working hard for this game, as it's really a tough challenge with Lyndhurst being 3-0 and Waldwick being 2-1 after the loss. So yeah, the defense has been working hard and preparing for this game.
Pierce, I think that was a 2-3 yard loss. I cannot know. However, it's a big loss after a penalty. Lyndhurst back to pass again. And Kyer Bailey absolutely bullies the halfback. He's getting in there. Lamont's in there too. And it is an incomplete pass. Number 7, Kevin Davidson on the coverage. Intended for number 7, Rick Rain. What's his name? Sorry for the radio silence. Ricky Rainey was the intended target. As Lyndhurst will now have a 3rd and long from the Warrior 30. No.
There's a lot of people showing up for this Warrior crowd, but they're not talking. It's dead silence right now.
Yeah, you're right. I don't understand it. There's all these guys coming out here with all the pain and stuff, but there's nothing. You're right. I'm hoping this Warrior defense they're on a roll right now. Do you think they'll be able to get the stop here, or do you think they'll let up a big game like last time?
I think they're going to do a blitz, and they're going to stop.
Kyer Bailey's bullying the full halfback again. This kid cannot block him. And the pass is complete. Pass was complete to number 7, Jake Shutt. Number 11, Jake Shutt, with number 5, Christian Cierto on the coverage. This will not give Lyndhurst a first down, but it will get back a large margin that they lost with a penalty in the run. They'll now have a 4th and 9 from the 2:31 left. Lyndhurst will have a 4th and 9 from the Warrior 27-28 yard line, it appears. This Warrior crowd is finally they're trying to.
They're starting to try to do something, but there's nothing much.
Lyndhurst is now set. And Zach Holsizer is dragging the blitz. Kyer Bailey's back to 2. Kyer Bailey, he fumbles! Lyndhurst recovers the ball. Wait, do they? He fumbles. Zach Holsizer, Kyer Bailey were both back there on the forced fumble.
Good stop there. Really good stop. They needed that. They hold it back a little bit.
Now the Warrior crowd's really getting loud. That was a great combination of Kyer Bailey and Zach Holsizer. You'll definitely be hearing those two names a lot this week. Yeah. With the minute 58 left, how much do you think? What do you think the Warriors will be trying to do here with this minute 58 here? Do you think they'll try to push it downfield or take their time and set for a field goal?
I think they made a good comeback still, score touchdowns, field goals. So I think they're going to go for a field goal to start, but, if things change, touchdown, if they get closer to it.
Yeah, I agree. It was a false start on Lyndhurst. This will give the Warriors another 5 yards. It was a very obvious call as the corner fell for the Cadence. This will give the Warriors 5 yards up to the Lyndhurst 42-yard line. The Warriors will have a 1st and 10. There's a minute 58 still left as nothing ran off the clock with the false start. Now, especially with this even 5 yards given to them with no time run off the clock, do you think they'll still try to be conservative, or do you think they'll go for a shot now with this 5 yard momentum boost?
I think they go for a shot here. You have good wide receivers. You have Anthony Marco, Kyer Bailey. Anthony Marco is fast. He's good at routes. He's quick. So I feel like he's going to be a main target. Kyer Bailey is big, strong, and he can bully some guys.
Oh, and number 74, Braden Holm, gets a little bit too antsy and jumps to start. I guess the Warriors will get that 5 yards taken away from them, so it'll still be a 1st and 10. The Warriors will now start the drive pretty much all over again. It's no time has been taking up the clock. No, literally no time has been taking off the clock from the Warrior 47. They will have a 1st and 10. Still, A minute 58 left. Now with this 5-yard penalty back to original down, what do you think they'll do now? Run or pass?
I think they'll go for a run play. Can't see, but the penalty should be a run play.
Run play to Zach Holsizer up to the the Lyndhurst 43-yard line. It'd be a nice little 4-yard gain, I'd say, maybe 5. All right, so there's now a minute 30 left. The Warriors are going quick. And timeout by Lyndhurst. I don't think their defense was fully set. As the Warriors were going a little bit higher paced. With a minute 31 left at the Lyndhurst 43-yard line. What do you think the game plan will be with 2 timeouts and about a minute 30 to go with 43 yards?
Maybe take 1 shot or 2, these are the 2 timeouts. And after that, maybe go conservative with some runs, short passes. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe take a shot here, maybe a shot or 2, as you said. Then try to run out, chew some clock if they can get, and then take either 3 or hopefully get 6 if maybe one of the shots connects. Yeah.
What do you think about Russell Page as a quarterback?
I think he's a really good quarterback, Junior, works hard. This Warrior crowd's getting more into it now, which is great.
A little quiet.
Yeah, they're a little quiet, I agree. Yeah. Rush is in the huddle. Warriors are coming out now. With a 2nd and 5 from the Lyndhurst 43-yard line. Warriors are shifting. Kevin Davidson splits out to receiver from the backfield. Is a play action to number 21, Junior, for a nice little first down. Got an extra 2 yards past the first down. The Warriors will now have the ball on Lyndhurst's 36-yard line. The Warriors will get a bounce to stop the clock with a minute 23 left. After that first down, what do you think the play calling is? What do you think the play calling will be here after that first down with a minute 23 left and getting the ball out of bounds to stop the clock?
Maybe go for a shot, the time stop so, you can do a little bit more with the ball. Maybe a run play or 2.
You're going for the pass here. Dump off to number 7, Kevin Davidson. He's going. He shoots outside. He's at the 30, and he's down to the Warrior 24-yard line. He will give the Warriors a first down. He stays in bounds, which will force the Warriors to call the second of their 3 timeouts with a minute 12 remaining. I honestly think at the pace they're going, I really think they could get 6 here and really put the game to a 2-possession game. What do you think, Nicky?
It's a good drive, Under pressure, Russell Page threw it off to Kevin Davidson, and he got a nice little run there.
Sorry, my bad on the yard call. It's from the Lyndhurst 25-yard line. The Warriors will have the ball a 1st and 10 with a minute and 12 left, up by 6. As we mentioned earlier, so the Warriors will be coming back out with 1 timeout remaining and a minute and 12 from the Lyndhurst 25-yard line. As we mentioned earlier, we believe, actually no, we haven't spoken about this now after that gain, or we might have, I'm not sure, I don't remember, sorry. But what do you think Warriors will go here? Conservative, chew the clock, or do you think with all this momentum to go for 6 here to really put the lead on them?
There is a little bit of time left on the clock, 1:12, that's a lot of time to do something. So I feel like they're going to do a nice little, maybe something big, passing play, maybe.
There's now Kevin Davidson shifts out to receiver again with Holsizer Jr. backfield. There's another pass up for number 5, and touchdown, number 5, Christian Seratome with the defensive pass interference penalty. Sorry for my stuttering. The Warriors will go up by 2 possessions with 1:05 left. However, Warriors scored pretty quickly. Lyndhurst still has 2 timeouts and a minute and 5 on the clock.
Yeah, that's big. really big 2 timeouts with this time left as a big, they have time to do something. And this Warrior crowd is getting really loud now after that catch.
I think especially they're going to get loud because of the PI. He caught it with the defensive back all over him. You know? But I surely think we'll do too, that they left a little too much time. Lyndhurst might, we'll see. I'm hoping they don't. But Lyndhurst might be able to march down here and kick a field goal. We'll see. High school kickers don't have nearly the legs normally as NFL kickers. So instead of going to like the 35 for a good field goal, they might have to down to the 20, 25. Whereas when I'll go for 2 to go up 19, 2, and the Warriors, no, passing. And then 2-point conversion attempt is no good. That's the Warriors will go up 18-6. So the score will stay 18-6. With a minute and 5 left to go. Lyndhurst, reminder, still has 2 timeouts. Warriors have 1. The Lyndhurst offense hasn't done much today, as their only points put up is on a very lucky pick 6. However, you never know. The crowd's now getting into it, finally. No, they're still a little quiet. I think I'd like to get the crowd into it now, but I think it's okay because it's still the first half. The fourth and third quarters really running to get loud.
Yeah, like last game, crowd surfing, that was pretty funny. Yeah, that was second half. The crowd really steps up the second half. I don't know why, but yeah, the crowd is really a big part of football for home field advantage. So we gotta work with that, and it's a confidence booster and a momentum booster too.
With the defensive pass interference on that last touchdown pass, number 11 Bryce Hamilton and the Warriors special teams will now kick off from their own 40-yard line, and Lyndhurst will have 2 men down back at their own 15-yard line. No, yeah, their own 15-yard line. They will now have 2 men back. Bryce Hamilton on the kick. I can't see a kick. The kick is a touchback. A nice kick by Bryce there. Yep. The Warriors are now up 18-6, 105 left. The Lyndhurst has 2 timeouts on both, and the Warriors only have 1. So, Nikki, what do you think the play calling will be here? With 2 timeouts, do you think they'll take some shots and then be conservative and try to kick 3? Or do you think they'll go shots all the way and go for the touchdown here?
I think at least 1 or 2 shots to get, maybe a few yards, maybe 20 yards, 30 yards, but then maybe play conservative with, maybe use a timeout first and then, see what happens, go deep, and then do some more plays.
All right, well, here's back to pass, and the pass is completed for a short little gain there. Tackle was a little crossfield, a little hard to see. I actually cannot see, sorry. On number 5, Christian Cerrato on the tackle. Lyndhurst quickly up to the line with 40 seconds left. And the receiver will get out of bounds at the first down marker as he was pushed out by number 48 linebacker Luke McGowan with 37 seconds left. Now, reminder, Lyndhurst has 2 timeouts, so play calling might get a bit risky here. They still have a lot of time. They're at their own 31-yard line. They got to flip the field completely and get to about their own 31, as high school kickers don't have nearly the like at NFL kickers, as I mentioned earlier.
What do you think the max is for the high school kicker?
It depends. There's some really good guys in high school who did it from 52, 55 NFL difference. But then most guys will hit max 40, 35, 40.
Yeah.
We're not fully developed, as you know. We're only shot back to pass. And sack. Nope, there's a holding call. I believe it might be on Kyer Bailey, but as of right now, I think that's Lamont Lester or number 74, Brain Homer on the trip up. It's a holding call. This will push Lyndhurst back 5 yards with 31 seconds left. They haven't marked off the penalty yardage yet. So we'll see after they march the yardage back. So Lyndhurst will now have 31 seconds, 2 timeouts to march all the way downfield from their own 16-yard line, which is much farther back from when they started their possession. They just can't seem to get anything going. What do you think? This is this is now really bombs away territory. 31 seconds left. What do you think about? Do you really think they'll go bombs away or kneel it out?
I don't know. The offense doesn't even do anything, so I think they might kneel it down, maybe take a shot. But at halftime, they gotta think about what they're doing, what they're doing wrong. Maybe develop a new scheme, a new strategy, and go off of that.
Mount Lester on the stop there for appears to be a 2-yard loss. Now, set with about 15 seconds left on the clock. Lyndhurst will likely just run it out, even though they have 2 timeouts. There's not much worth it. There's not much worth it risking taking a deep shot with this little time left. It appears Lyndhurst will take it to halftime, down 18-6. With their only real production on the defense here. Right before we. Nikki, what do you really think this first half? For me, this was all Warriors. As Lyndhurst's only pressure was on that pick 6.
Yeah, Warriors own this half, offensively and defensively. Lyndhurst has to, develop a new plan and, come out strong for the second half.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. The Warriors will now take the lead. Will now go to the locker room up 18-6 on safeties, touchdowns, and other stuff. Lyndhurst's only points are on a lucky pick 6. Okay, so now for the halftime.
Chocolate? Yeah, I got it for you. No, I didn't get it. Yeah? What? It's back on. Really? Oh my God, are you serious?
All right, welcome back to Warrior Broadcast Center. We are back with Waldwick Warriors High School football. The score is Warriors 18, Lyndhurst 6. Coming off a absolute moss over the defender by number 11, Bryce Hamilton. I believe I miscalled that for Christian Cierto. My bad. But yeah, coming out of the half, the only production Lyndhurst really has is a lucky pick six. Warriors have touchdowns, safeties, sacks, tackles for loss. They have everything going for them. So, Nikki, what do you think the game plans for both sides are coming out of half? Waldwick being up and Lyndhurst being down by big.
Well, Lyndhurst needs to step their defense and offense as they need to protect points and they need to stop Waldwick's really, ferocious offense. And kickoff's underway.
All right, so the kick is back. And the ball is taken out to the Lyndhurst 26-yard line by number 7, Ricky Rainey. As we will now see the Lyndhurst offense come out. We now see the Lyndhurst offense come out of the field for the first time in the second half, looking to put up some points on the board. Lyndhurst's offense will come out. Honestly, they have nothing going for them, really. They have, I don't think that they've barely got past, I think they've got past really the 45-ish so far. But, so Nikki, what do you think Lyndhurst is going to go for here?
Nice little easy run play to start off the drive. I feel like, run plays are going to get, some extra yardage and nice little passing play.
Passing play. Sorry, a little screen pass, a little bubble screen. It was tackled by, who's that? Lamont, I believe, was in there. Could it be Zach Holsizer? Ricky Rainey on the reception.
Lyndhurst crowd getting really wowed up right now. Really loud, louder than the Waldwick crowd, which is a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing. But, Waldwick's defensive up. They've got the momentum. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Sorry, Anthony Marco on the tackle on the last play, I believe. Lyndhurst is back, drop back to pass, and he's pressured. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 7, Ricky Rainey. However, there is a flag on the play. It appears to be in holding territory, which will put Lyndhurst back to a third and 10 from, I won't say deep in their own territory, but pretty deep in their own territory.
These penalties are costing them big plays, They should, realistically have a touchdown, but these penalties are keeping them back and, holding them to, only 6 points.
Yeah, they should have multiple, actually, touchdowns, I believe. Maybe another 1 or 2. Game should be a lot closer, but penalties are really killing this Lyndhurst team. Waldwick, they've had a couple big ones here and there, like on that Bryce, I believe, punter kick return. But besides that, it's just holding, full start, nothing too big. Nothing a little, just discipline and reminders won't fix. So Lyndhurst will look to rebound with a 3rd and 6 from their own 30-yard line with just about a minute gone left in the third quarter. Lyndhurst is up to the line, drop back to pass, and he is looking, got no one, and he is, the quarterback takes a sneak for about 7 yards, get a first down, chased out of bounds by number 7, Kevin Davidson.
So what do you think about this pink out, with the crowd, wearing all the pink, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's a great honor because it's start of October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it's a great thing. But, it'd be better if they were loud.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Lyndhurst's crowd is not loud either, but they've been a lot louder, just so to say. But, things change. We're up to 18-6, Crowd noise doesn't matter right now. I mean, I guess it does, but it doesn't really. Whatever. Lyndhurst runs it up the middle. Lamont misses a tackle, and Zach Holsizer gets the tackle, but I believe there's holding on Lamont, which will be why he missed the tackle. Again, those penalties are killing Lyndhurst's momentum. Yeah, so what do you think of this whole BCA game where everyone in the crowd's wearing pink, a lot of the guys out there see wearing pink? What do you think about all that?
I think that's, it's good, it gets to kind of evolve more, and, that's all I got to say about that. The pink really shows how spirited this whole community is, and, shows some love for the crowd.
I believe it is a 1st and 15 from the Lyndhurst 26-yard line. Lyndhurst has been back and forth the entire time with penalties and gains here. I say look to rebound from inconsistent offensive play the entire game so far. All right, Lyndhurst has a receiver motion across and false start. Left tackle, number 57, jumped early. I think the motion threw him off a little bit. Maybe that guard jumped. I'm not sure. I believe I saw the tackle jump first.
Penalties are killing them, man. I swear.
Yep, this might be 1st and 20. Yeah, it might be 1st and 20 for the Lyndhurst Golden Bears from their own 20-yard line. God, they cannot get, I won't say going, but they just cannot. They
can't start anything up. That's where drives start with, building up, good, just good drives. So they can't really do that right now with these penalties on the back, 5-10 yards. It's really big, and you can't have that happen.
They're struggling with, and the quarterback stumbles, missed tackle, but it's okay. It's okay. Pressured, applied, and picked off. Picked off by number 6, Anthony Marco. He's going. He's at the 20. Anthony Marco with the pick on the pressure by Lamont. Lester, I believe, was on that, the pressure. It's always senior Brandon Moore. But cornerback, number 6, junior Anthony Marco with the pick. Taking it all the way down to the Lyndhurst. I think 16, between the 20 and 15. I can't really see from here. Sorry, the 18-yard line the PA guy just announced. Waldwick has now great field position. Again, discipline. Lyndhurst they're struggling really hard right now. Nikki, what do you think of that pick? What do you think is going to happen now?
I mean, this defense is really, putting Waldwick in a good position to score. And yeah, I mean, Waldwick's looking to score here. They're not going to settle for a field goal. They're really hungry for a touchdown here.
Yep, as quarterback's under center. It's a handoff to 33. Zach Colsizer for maybe a 5-6 yard gain, something around that area. I can't really, it's kind of hard to tell because it's complete. Not only is it opposite side of the field, but it's also complete, not opposite side, but also complete opposite side of the field. Leave 5 yards. But the Warriors now have the ball deep in Lyndhurst territory after that pick by Anthony Marco. What do you think? I believe that the Warriors should be able to capitalize and put up 6 here. Lyndhurst hasn't been able to do much of anything versus defense. What do you think?
Yeah, this defense is really stopping them, and just the penalties itself is just holding them back. They should, have a good drive with these penalties.
Warriors are set. Handoff to, I can't tell who that is, but it was a very marginal gain for maybe a yard or two, if anything. That might be number 7, Kevin Davidson. Again, you'll be hearing his name a lot more tonight, along with Holsizer, Junior, Bryce. You'll hear Marco a lot more, yeah.
He's been a little quiet this game, but he's a really good player.
Yeah, Kyer definitely been a little quiet, but he'll get going. I believe Lamont will be going too. Big old set. I believe that's Holsizer under center now. And it is false start on the Warriors, so it'll push them 5 yards back. They'll now have what appears to be a 3rd and 10. Warriors now have a 5-yard penalty. Now have about a 3rd and 11, A third down from the, 3rd and 11 from the Lyndhurst 19-yard line. Warriors will be looking at a first down here. I believe up 18-6. They wouldn't like to settle for 3, but I believe 3 would be acceptable as they are still up big and will go up They go up 22-6 on a very good Lyndhurst team that has pretty much nothing going for them. What do you think of this? I think that Marco pick to set this great drive up.
That was just a good pick to set up the offense for a good drive and hopefully, score a touchdown.
All right, play action pass, and Christian Cierto. Now he got his tutty, and it was a perfect throw laid in there by quarterback Russell Pegg. But there's no flag. Wait, is there a flag? There's no flag. He might have pushed off a little bit there.
Questionable. It looked like a push off, maybe, but from my point of view, it looked like a push off, but maybe it wasn't. But yeah, really good catch. Number 5 there. Yeah.
I did see that little arm extension too, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. This is a very good Lyndhurst team. We are now up 24-6. This crowd's starting to get back into it. I believe that's junior Nicky Bamrick who's leading the crowd now. Shout out Nicky, the starting JV soccer goalie. J-Bear is now really getting this crowd going as Bryce Hamilton, number 11, makes a PAT to bring the Warriors up 25-6. Defensive tackle Lamont. Lester's getting in there too. This Warrior crowd is getting really going, which is good. What do you think of this Lamont and J-Bear getting this crowd going?
Yeah, they're really a hype man. They're good players, and they're really good hype man also to get this crowd pumped up and get the team pumped up.
It appears, I think that's Bryce Hamilton, number 11, cramping, I believe, after the PAT. As I can see, number 33, Zach Colsizer, I believe that is, and number 48, Luke McGowan, stretching him out. That's what it looks like to me. Hopefully it's nothing too major. It's just a cramp, because that's what it looks like. But, Bryce has been all over the field tonight. I wouldn't expect anything less from Bryce. He's pushing really hard. Actually, no, that's Carson Benvenuto was out there as well. He just got some big reps in last game after with Kevin Davidson and a bunch of other guys out. But, Bryce Hamilton appears he's just had a little cramp down right where he kicked the PAT.
Bryce Hamilton is a really good, player for either the offense and defense and special teams. So having him out and injured is a really big disadvantage for this team.
I mean, I'm hoping it's just a cramp, but it looks like it's a cramp. But oh no, the way Zach Holsizer, number 33, one of the star running backs of the team, it looked like he was just cramping up. But the trainer, Boz, is attending to him now. It appears something in his calf, maybe knee. So based off where he is, it's probably just a cramp. But you never know. You never know. Let's just hope and pray that he's okay. Bryce is a really tough kid. He plays a lot of sports. He's got the stamina. He's got everything. Let's hope and pray he's okay. I believe he will. Well, yep. Bryce's PAT before he was cramped up, I believe. Yep, he's getting up. Good job for Bryce. And he's walking up under his own power, which made me believe, and he's not limping. Yep, Bryce was just cramping up after he made the PAT to put Waldwick up almost 20 points on this Rutherford team. 25-6 Warriors are now up by 20. Or no, 20, sorry, not 20, 19. Sorry, my math isn't the greatest. Yep, Bryce is just cramped up, I believe. It's okay, though. As who will be doing the kicking duties now? Do you know, Nikki?
I don't know who the backup kicker is, but Russell Pig is really showing some good talent. With these good throws, good accuracy, and even good wide receivers, too.
Yes, he is. I really agree with that. It looks like number 48 linebacker Luke McGowan, the senior, will be doing kicking duties. Did not know he could do that. I grew up around the kid. He's a really great kid. I grew up with his younger brother, Elijah. Shout out to Elijah, and shout out to Luke. Yeah, Pierce, he'll be doing the kicking duty, something I did not know he could do, but let's see how he is. I've not seen him kick before. I believe he's still a good kicker, though. And Luke is back. Luke is kicking. And Luke boots. I mean, it's not the greatest boot, but again, he plays linebacker. He plays all the field. He's not the main kicker. It's okay. And it appears that a couple Warriors were up there in the tackle. Lyndhurst will get up to their own 31-yard line. Rutherford will now have to start the ball. It appears there were 5. There was a bunch of Warriors in there. I don't know who specifically who's going to get credit for the stop there. Looks like number 9 Ryan Natalie will get credit for the tackle. I believe that's what the PA guy said. I could not tell. It's okay, whatever.
So many guys that tackle. This Warrior defense is really, collapsing the gap and making a good stop.
And again, time is 9. Lyndhurst's favor. There's 7:20 left in this third quarter, and Lyndhurst is just getting the ball after Warrior scored. And Carson is pressuring him. Nope. And pressure by, again, overthrown with Carson Benvenuto and number 58, Brandon Moore on the pressure. The intended target was Ricky Rainey. It's just
Warrior crowd is really getting into it now.
I think that incompletion gave him a big old boost of energy there. As Rutherford is down by 19 with 7:12 left, and they've done literally technically nothing. Technically, they have done stuff, but they haven't done much. If anything, their only points are from a lucky pick 6 early in the first quarter. Oh, my God. Sorry, I missed a play. I'm getting some love from my friends there in the student section. Shout out to Jack Locknane. Shout out to Nikki Bamrick. Shout out to Ryan Balapat. And everyone in that section. I believe Ryan Booz is in there. Give him some love. All the boys. All the baseball, basketball boys, soccer, all those guys. Pierce, Warriors got a penalty called on them. So Pierce, that was a penalty on the Warriors. Sorry, I was getting some love from my friends in the student section. So yes, Rutherford will have the ball after the apparent penalty on their own 48-yard line. Or no, 47, 48-yard lines. They'll be. There's a football left on the field as Bryce Hamilton is back on the field. Great sign for Bryce. It appears it was just a cramp. That's now.
Good to see him back. He's a really good player, and this team needs him to play.
Yes, we do. There's 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Lyndhurst has the ball at their own 47-yard line. Quarterback sneak, which was got a nice little gain there. Pushed out by number 7, Kevin Davidson. This kid is all over the field tonight.
He's so fast. He's so strong. And he's a menace to be, reckoned with. He's really good. I recognize him in the offense, and he's all over the place.
Yeah, so Kevin Davis is a really hard worker. I have a class with him, my last class today, Fitness for Life. It's a weightlifting class. He's a beast. He's a really nice kid. He's a beast. He helps Me and the other kids don't work out much. He helps us out. You know, he's just a really nice kid. He's a beast. I've seen him lift some pretty absurd weights in that weight room. No, the crowd's really getting into it now as Rutherford has the ball from their Warrior 45-yard line. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback drop back to pass. Ball is swatted at the line. Pierce, that was number 58. Brendan Moore. Number 58, Brendan Moore. Again, another one of these seniors who's putting a lot of effort in, even though he might not be the biggest starters. Brendan Moore's a tall, lengthy kid. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. Really nice kid. You know, I have another kid I have a class with, Brendan. I take marketing with him. He's a really nice kid. You know, we help each other out. It's very mutual. I actually get a lot of my football information from kids like Brendan, who I have classes with. What do you think about a lot of these kids on the roster who mean you both have a lot of classes with our friends with?
Yeah, I have many classes with Junior, and he's such a nice kid. He's good at all of his classes, hardworking. And yeah, you know, he's really good. You know.
And Warriors pressure. Now Zach Holsizer under pressure, but off his back foot, the quarterback throws an absolute dot. Now I believe that might have been a couple. That was number 2 on the catch. Tony Frank. No, that was a first down. Lyndhurst now has the ball on the Warriors 17-yard line. As Lyndhurst now has the ball on the Warriors 17-yard line, they have a 1st and 10 with 6:20 left and counting left to go in the quarter. Lyndhurst rolls out the pass, and it's a little dump off to number 7. Ricky Rainey again, tackled by a couple guys in there, I believe. Ricky Rainey with the catch.
You see, he's like pretty much the number 1 wide receiver. He's really good. He's fast, and quarterback's starting him a lot, and he's getting a lot of yards.
I'm gonna say there's a lot of guys on our team who's comparable to maybe like a Bryce, a Junior, a Holsizer, those guys who play all over the field. This guy, Ricky Rainey, he's been playing a lot all over the field too. Rutherford now is his 2nd down and 1 from the Warrior 8-yard line with 5:40 left to go. Rutherford is really hoping to score here as they're down by 19 points. All right, and the pass is intended for number 11, Jake Shutt. The pass was deflected away by number 6, Anthony Marco, who had that pick 6 earlier. Or no, not pick 6, but that pick earlier to set up the who was that? The Christian Cerrito touchdown, I believe that was, in the corner of the end zone, where the Warriors are scoring. Rutherford now is a 3rd and 1 from the Warrior 8 with 5:31 left. Looks Pierce, the Warriors crowd is finally getting into it. What do you think is? What do you think took so long for this Warriors crowd to get into it? Now we're over halfway through the 3rd quarter.
I don't know, but you know, usually this Warrior crowd is really energetic. You know, with baseball, football.
And there was a tackle for loss. Lamont Lester, LJ absolutely stuffed that running play. Rutherford will now have to go for 3, it appears. Or 4th and more than 1 now. What's it? 4th and 4 from the Warrior. I can tell by Kevin Davidson and other Warrior guys are trying to get this crowd hyped. It's a 4th and 5 with 5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. Rutherford's looking for their first offensive points of the day as they've yet to score on offense. What do you think of their offense having yet to score and looking for their first points with 4:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter?
They seem to be really, you know, they seem better right now, you know, after halftime, and hopefully, you know, they can still get some points off, and hopefully get this game closer.
All right, so Rutherford's ball, drop back to pass, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for, I can't see what that's intended for, but that's Kevin Davidson again, all over the field. Lyndhurst again has no points on the board as they turn the ball over deep, although it's deep in the territory.
That was a really good stop there. They needed that stop. But now they hope to a field goal, which is good for them. So, yeah.
Again, this Warrior defense has held Lyndhurst to almost nothing. It's 4:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They've yet to score a point, Lyndhurst's offense. I believe this is all Warriors game to lose as they're up by 19 with 4:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The defense is doing great. The offense is doing great, you know. Let's see what Russ in the offense can do. As he's under center now. and hands the ball off to 33 Zach Holsizer for a nice little gain there. However, I believe there is a holding penalty on a Warrior. I can't see who that is. I believe that might be a holding penalty on Junior, unfortunately, negating that, I believe, 5-yard gain by Holsizer. But whatever. No.
That's always tough, you know, having this nice little run game, but then it's getting called back for holding. It's really unfortunate.
I think that was simply just a little bit of. I think it was just simply maybe just a little bit of panic there. You know, Warriors are deep in their own zone. They're barely outside their own 10. No, they're just trying to get out, just trying to get every other yard they can. Just a little panic, you know. It's okay. They still got a lot of time. They still got 4:20 left to go, and they're up by 19. They're on their own 3-yard. No, they're on their own 6-yard line, but it's fine. This offense is good. Warriors crowd are now booing Lyndhurst kids trying to get food. Warrior fans are now chanting scoreboard, pointing to score as Lyndhurst is down 19. It appears that Junior on the redemption from that fumble earlier. Or I meant not the fumble, sorry, that a holding call. I cannot see, unfortunately, who that was, as there was a big pile of players. Unfortunately, I don't know who that was, but it was a nice 5-yard carry. Warriors are now chewing his clock out with 3:30 left to go in the third quarter, up by 19. They're deep in their own zone, however. So they really need a third down here. They really need a first down here. My bad. As they now have a 2nd and 10. The ball's handed off to Zach Holsizer, who takes the ball for a 6, maybe 7-yard gain, up just short of the Warrior 20-yard line. This will now give the Warriors a third and 3. Third down and 4 from just inside their own 20. The Warriors will be looking to convert here, as they're deep inside their own territory and they're chewing clock. But this Lyndhurst offense drove down the field last possession, and the defense is probably gassed. So give the defense a little bit of a break here. So, Nikki, what do you think of this third down right here? Do you think this will be a huge momentum gain?
Yeah, definitely. You know, this drive is really important, as, you know, they can capitalize and get more momentum, or they can just, you know, stop it and let him get the, you know.
This was handoff to Zach Holsizer, who bowls his way through a couple guys for a first down, up just past the Warrior 25-yard line to the Warrior 26, with 2:20 left to go and counting left to go in this third quarter. This Warrior team is really shutting down this Lyndhurst defense, and they're really putting it on this. They're really putting it on this Lyndhurst defense and shutting down this Lyndhurst offense. So, Nikki, what do you think of that first down there? Do you really think that's going to keep the momentum going, or do you think Lyndhurst can muster something up here?
Definitely, especially with this offense, how the way it is right now. You know, this momentum is really important, you know, as this defense is struggling as now. But hopefully they can change and stop this Warrior really good drive.
Wait, it appears that Warriors will get a delayed game, and they will not give. Will they give Coach Graz a timeout here? It appears that they do not get the timeout off, and Warriors will get pushed back 5 yards for delayed game, although I cannot tell. The refs will be conferring right now, and we'll have to see. The Warriors did get the timeout off, and they will not get a delayed game here. They came very close, thank God. Now they have a first and nope. We'll see how it is. There's a minute 41 left. There's a minute 40 left in this third quarter, as I believe I can't tell if there was a delayed game or not. It appears Warriors did not get the timeout off there. My bad. So Warriors get to delay a game there. So, Nikki, what do you think of that call there? Warriors knocking the timeout off.
Yeah, that's important. You know, you gotta get this timeout off. You know, gotta listen. But they obviously didn't hear this Warrior crowd is a little rowdy. So that's actually an advantage for them.
There was a nice little run there by, I think, either Junior or Kevin Davidson. Sorry, Holsizer on the run there. Warriors are now just chewing the clock out as there's a minute 20 left to go. And so, yeah, this Warriors crowd is on and off. I mean, it's better than they were in the first half. They were pretty much dead silent. No, there's a minute left to go in this third quarter. I'm hoping in this fourth quarter they can really get that going. However, I think that them not getting the timeout kind of helped them because they'll have 3 timeouts for later in the game if it becomes needed to. Is that no? Who is that on the? That is Junior on the carry there for no gain. Or sorry, no. I can't get these numbers right. There's too many guys in there. But number 7, Kevin Davidson gets the run, as there is now. It appears the Warriors. They might have to get one more playoff before the. Yep, the Warriors will have to get one more playoff before the end of the third quarter. It appears they'll probably try to get it here. I do not know what the play clock situation is, but I'm assuming just based off when I first looked at the clock that they will have to snap the ball one more time before the end of the third quarter. It looks like there's some confusion on the sideline. No, there's not. Sorry. Russ is under center. Snaps the ball back. He's looking. Oh, just overthrew number 7, Kevin Davidson, who someone's hurt bad on the play. Or it could just be cramps. I don't know. Someone's hurting.
Yeah, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign right there.
It's not a good sign, but I see we'll get a little bit of an extended time here. I saw it's the end of the third quarter. That does not look good, as whoever that is just threw their helmet off in pain. Who is it? I cannot tell who that is. Does not look good, whatever it is. Just not look good. I've been told that it might be Kyer Bailey, but let's wait.
Kyer Bailey is a great player, and you do not want to lose him, especially this fourth quarter. But it's really unfortunate.
We'll see. I'm hoping it's nothing major and it's just cramps or something and just really, really bad cramp, maybe stinger. But,
He looks hurt up, though. Hopefully, prayers up for him.
He might be out for the game, saying there's only 12 minutes left, but you never know here. All the training staff boss is out there. Head coach Gruz is out there. This will be a big loss for this Warriors team, as Kyer's a big contributor, both sides of the ball. He's had a lot of pressures tonight. He's been bullying their running back, bullying Lyndhurst's running back tonight. I believe he has a sack. He might have a sack. I'm not sure. No, he's getting up now. That is number 1, the tight end and defensive end or cornerback, I'm sure, Kyer Bailey. He got up on his own power, which is looking better. Appears he might walk off the field on his own power as well. Nope. Yeah, he's walking off on his own power with number 55, Lamont Lester, who I believe is a close friend of Kyer.
Yeah, it's good to see him up and walking because, he's a really big part of this team, offense and defense, so it's good to see him.
Yep. It's now fourth quarter, although we don't know if Kyer will return or not, as he does not have his helmet with him, so we'll have to see if Boz, the trainer, will give it back to him or Kyer is done for the game. I cannot tell what the injury is. I really cannot. Maybe we'll get some update on him tomorrow, maybe, or maybe hopefully before the game ends. We'll see. It takes a while to evaluate some of these injuries. He might be done for the game. Warriors will now punt from deep in their own territory to start the fourth quarter. Bryce Hamilton is back deep to punt. And number 11, Jake Shutt again is back at about the Lyndhurst 35-yard line, 36-yard line to receive the punt. It's very good, as my co-host Nicky Wayne just said, to have Bryce back. So he's taking the punt all the way down to the 30-yard line after he was shoved out of bounds by Bryce Hamilton, number 11. Good to have him back. All the way down at the Waldwick 28-yard line. As many of the Waldwick student section guys are saying, I don't know why the Lyndhurst student section are getting hyped. They are down by 19 with only 11:48 left to go. But, you know, football is a game of momentum. Here's
Anything can change, you know. Like, look at NFL teams. They're down by at least, 12, 15. They come back with only like 5 minutes left. So it's really possible that the Lakers can come back, make a good moment to push, and then, get this game close.
I can see Kyer there on the bench. It looks like he got poked in the eye, maybe. Because I can see the trainer Boz pouring something into his eye. That might be what that is, as you can see down there. I don't know if you can see.
So it's not that major, which is good, but an eye poke is still not the best.
Yeah, no, those hurt. I don't know if you can see, but he's getting eye drops in his eye. Team is checking up on him. But whatever. Back to the play. We have Lyndhurst drop back to pass with pressure by number 58, Brandon Moore. Nope, quarterback's taking it, and he is pushed out of bounds by Bryce Hamilton at the the Waldwick 20-yard line. Bryce is all over this field tonight. That cramp's doing nothing for him. I guess that's definitely a good sign. That cramp's doing nothing for him.
That's good. Yeah, especially cramps can affect you long term, even with this game. And hopefully, that doesn't happen to him because he's a really good contributor, with this team.
Especially as it gets chiller, as this is a early October night. We'll see. Kyer still getting treatment on the sideline. Hopefully he can return back soon. Whatever. Back on the field, Lyndhurst has...
You can see that the momentum has changed for Lyndhurst as they have all the momentum right now.
Yes, it does. And Brandon Moore chasing down the quarterback. And Brandon Moore will get credit with the sack there at the Lyndhurst at the Waldwick, I can't tell, 28-yard line. The senior Brandon Moore with the sack.
Is just really, stepping up right now as they're really swarming the quarterback, collapsing the gap, and hopefully, they can stop him here.
Yep. So let's see what this Lyndhurst has a 3rd and 9 from the Waldwick 28-yard line. This clock is running down quick. There's 10:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kyer Bailey has his helmet back on. That is a very good sign for the Warriors, as he's one of their best defensive stars. What do you think about Kyer being back? How do you think that'll change the momentum?
Well, he's a really good player for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete by Christian Cerrito, number 5, deflected the ball. Lyndhurst will be going for it as a 4th and 9, as they still have yet to put any points on the board.
Well, they don't have to go for this, so plenty of time left on the clock. Maybe they're down a decent amount, but going for it, that's a little bit of a risky play, but if it pays off, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I think they're just desperate for anything momentum at this point, because they're down by 19 with 10:30 left. Their only points, their only real production has been on defense, and that hasn't even been that long. But whatever. Lyndhurst is on the field. Blitz. Kyer Bailey's mauling the dude. Kyer Bailey misses the sack. Braden Holmes chasing the quarterback down. So is Brandon Moore. He's still loose. He throws, heaves it, and it falls incomplete. Number 7.
The D-line really collapsed there, and you can see that the strength of this D-line is just brutal. I mean, you can see how much the size of it is we have on their O-line.
I think there is a flag there. I think Kyer Bailey, number 1 Kyer Bailey did grab the face mask of the quarterback as he was trying to pull him down. So, yep, Kyer Bailey did grab the face mask of the quarterback as he was attempting to bring him down, which will take away that incompletion and turnover on down. That sucks, because that was a great play. What sucks even more is that Kyer didn't even get the sack, but rather he just got pressure and the pass went incomplete.
You can tell this is really good that, he just got off, an eye poke, and he's really, stopping their O-line. He's really pushing in there, forcing the QB to run under pressure and make a bad throw there.
He's clearly, vision doesn't matter for him. He clearly has really great instinct. As just coming off from an eye poke, he absolutely just blitzed through that Lyndhurst O-line. So Lyndhurst now has a first down from the Warrior 14-yard line with 10:20 left to go in this fourth quarter. Lyndhurst is set. It is a false start on Lyndhurst, which will send him back 5 yards.
These penalties are killing them.
Yeah, Lyndhurst is struggling with discipline here, and it's not, the Warrior crowd isn't even really in it. So How much, Nikki, do you think that this Lyndhurst O-line would be struggling with false starts if this Warrior if this Warrior crowd was really in it and really getting loud?
I don't know, but it's cockiness. The Warrior Nation over here is cocky. Not really talking. And it's kind of affecting them. As you can see, Lyndhurst has momentum because they're not rowdy, and that's a really big advantage.
Yes, it is. As Lyndhurst will reattempt the first down, or is it a false start on the Warriors? Never mind. Is it? No, is it? As Lyndhurst has a 1st and 5. Never mind. Missed a call. That was actually on the Warriors. As Lyndhurst will now have a 1st and 5 from inside the Warrior 10-yard line. Looking for their first offensive points of the game. It's like a Philly special attempt, as he'll be tackled just short the quarterback by number 7, Kevin Davidson, and number 6, Anthony Marco. Anthony Marco, it appears to be slightly hurt on the tackle as he is now limping into the end zone. There's a flag on the play, however. Could be holding.
These injuries, Kyer Bailey, Bryce Hamilton, now Anthony Marco shook it up after that play. That's going to affect them, really. And Lyndhurst is trying to capitalize on that. So let's see what they can do.
However, based off like history of guys previously in this game, Bryce was cramps. He was back in pretty much immediately. Kyer was back in pretty much immediately after an eye poke. So I'm guessing the fact that Marco's still in the game, he hasn't even been taken off, that he's still fine. So this pushback Lyndhurst pretty far with 10 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. This is, I believe, in my opinion, this is desperation time for Lyndhurst. What do you think about that, Nikki?
Yeah, it's desperation time. There's only 10 minutes left on the clock, so you got to do something and, create some momentum to, have a good drive. They're at the, Lyndhurst 40, Waldwick's.
They're at the wall of 26 with a 1st and 20, I believe. Lyndhurst definitely needs a big shot here. Quarterback shot back to us. Kyer Bailey with the pressure. The pass is incomplete. I believe maybe number 48, senior Luke McGowan, got a tip on that maybe.
That's good pressure right there. Kyer Bailey really digging it deep to try to sack the quarterback.
Lyndhurst will now have a 2nd and very long from the Warrior 3rd. The Warrior 26 maybe. As they have 9:30 left to go, down by 19. This is really clutch time. This is really panic mode for Lyndhurst. I know they're a very good team. I spoke to a lot of kids on this football team. They said it'll be a close game. Lyndhurst is a good team. As of right now, they were wrong. This Warrior team is obliterating this Lyndhurst team.
They have a lot of their starters back from last week. Last week they had, many starters out.
Bailey, sorry.
That really.
Sorry, Kyer Bailey was on the pressure there as number 21, Junior, was on the play. Sorry for interrupting you, Nikki, but Pierce, someone absolutely rocked that receiver. I think Holsizer is shaking up a little bit now. I think he might have blown up that receiver and got hurt.
A little bit of help the helmet, maybe. Can't hear the crack of the helmet, but seems fair to me. Refs didn't see it, so yeah.
I mean, Holsizer's a big kid. He looks to be fine. Maybe just a little bit of a bruise. No adrenaline probably kicking in. He'll feel that later. The receiver will definitely feel that later too. Bobbles the snap. Kyer with the pressure. The pass is caught for a short gain. Marco's dragging him back. No, Anthony Marco misses the tackle. The receiver's blowing his way down and gets tackled just short of the end zone by number 21, Junior, and number 7, Kevin Davidson. I believe that will be a Lyndhurst first down.
That was a good route. Also, really good jukes. Anthony Marco tried them up, but he struck free and got a few extra yards from that.
I think that kid would just. I don't know. That kid looks really strong. But they still didn't score. They're down on the Warrior 4, I believe, or it's no.
Winding down really fast right now. This clock is melting.
And they're outside their own 5. They're on the 7-yard line. They still haven't scored. Jay Bear, the Warrior, I guess motivational guy, mascot, whatever call him, trying to pump this Warrior crowd out. As there's 8 minutes left, Lyndhurst is about in the verge of scoring, and Coach Gruz calls a timeout for Waldwick. I'd say 2 timeouts remaining. This timeout will come at 7:55 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Affecting this game, it's really cold out, getting even colder and colder as time goes on, and that can really affect you. And you can really see that now with Warrior defense not playing as good as it used to, but it's still holding them down to the 5-yard line.
I also think that Marco banged up a little, and Holsizer had something to do with the cold because their hands are cold, their legs are cold. And coming down that turf, it hurts. It does hurt.
Even at West football, it hurts. If you go down, get tackled, and it really hurts. But even in the cold, that hurts a lot more.
Yeah. So, what do you honestly, Nikki? What do you think was up that timeout situation? What do you think of that? Because Lyndhurst is on the verge of scoring. Do you think that was like a little motivational thing to keep the Warriors defense going? As it's a 4th down and short. But I think that's just let's calm it down, boys, from Coach Graz. Let's regroup. They got a 4th down. Let's stop them here. They've yet to score on offense today, this Lyndhurst team. Let's keep that going.
Yeah, I agree with you. We got to help things down. Lyndhurst is doing a really good push, and they got to stop that. And I think this timeout is really good way to, rebuild and, communicate a little bit.
Yep. Here's Jay Bears attempting to get this Warrior student section going as Nicky Bamrick, the junior, is still going. Bamrick's a great kid. But Lyndhurst is forward. What? Lyndhurst fumbles the ball. They get the ball back, though. They get the ball. Kyra Bailey chasing him down. No, quarterback gets the ball. And the pass is caught for a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Lyndhurst finally gets on the board for 6.
That was a really good catch by the wide receiver there. Kyra Bailey really pressured him to get out of the pocket, and on the run, really good, strong throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, I think he just got lucky. I was just the Lyndhurst student section. These Warrior kids are being brutal to Lyndhurst. As Lyndhurst is down 25-12. They're trying to start a scoreboard chant. It's not working. But Lyndhurst is looking to put up their first real production, their first PAT after their first real prediction of the game. It appears they might. Are they going for 2 maybe because they're down by so much?
A field goal, extra point will do 1 point, and you need these points, and every point counts. And with the clock right down, it's really important that you have to go for this.
Especially with the longest drive the Warriors have had earlier in the game. If they had that exact same drive and score a touchdown here, not only will that probably end the game, but Lyndhurst will only get the ball with like 1:30 left. Lyndhurst is going for 2 here, as they're now by law, and they get the 2-point conversion this time to make it 25-14. Now they were only down by 11. However, this Warrior offense is really good at chewing the clock. There's 7:43 left. So what do you think the mentality of this Warriors offense will be here? As they just gave up at their first real touchdown. What do you think?
They still up a lot. They don't need to like go out deep for it. They can play safe a little bit, wind the clock down, and basically you don't need to go deep. Like that's all you gotta do is like short, easy passes, runs, nothing big to win the clock.
I mean, going deep won't be an issue if you can get the pass because a 30-yard corner route, a post route, puts the Warriors in great field position. Yep. What do you think, honestly? What do you think this Rutherford's defense's mindset is after they've given up everything?
Well, if I was them, I need to get a stop right here. If you get a stop here, that gives the momentum to you and sets up for a really big drive. But if Waldwick scores, I think this game is pretty much over.
I mean, getting a stop, though, could mean nothing. Is if the Warriors drive all the way downfield, and let's say they miss on, let's say, a 4th down conversion deep in their own territory, they still chew a lot of clock. So we'll see. But
if I was Waldwick, I want to get this clock down to at least 3 minutes, 4 minutes. That would be really good.
Lyndhurst is going for a... Lyndhurst is going for an onside kick here.
Help her and talk about the bear.
So we'll see. And it is an onside kick as it goes right through number 1 Kyra Bailey's hands, but number 85 Carson Benvenuto catches it. So Warriors will get the ball in great field position after the botched onside kick. They'll get the ball on their own 45-yard line with 7:40 left to go.
Russell Pegg has really stepped up as a QB from last game to this game, as this has more precision with his throws. Last game was a little sloppy. This game, he cleaned it up a little bit.
Yes, I think the motivation from losing to that Rutherford team and trying to put it on this much better Lyndhurst team is really keeping them going. Let's see what they do. They have 3 men in the backfield. Never mind. Junior motions out to a tight end spot. Holsizer takes the ball, and he gets stuffed for no gain. No, he was down by Lyndhurst is getting excited as they thought there was a fumble, but Zach was well down before the ball came out.
But you can just tell by this first play, the Lyndhurst defense is really trying to stop them, and they need to stop them.
I mean, Waldwick is letting his clock be though. There's only 7 minutes left. This quarter's almost half over, and Lyndhurst is down by 11. Warriors a field goal would help the Warriors, but a touchdown here would probably, I wouldn't say put the nail in the coffin, but definitely do some damage. However, a stop for Lyndhurst would give them a lot of momentum. Appears Coach Gross has called a timeout. What do you think about that play calling? As Warriors now only have one timeout left to go.
I wouldn't use a timeout there. Yeah, I mean, you're up. You don't really need the timeouts, but maybe on defense you might need them. But I don't know. But I guess we can rebuild, talk game plan a little bit, and Lyndhurst cheerleaders are getting into it.
This Waller crowd is really trying a couple of the juniors and seniors, but they can't get anything, which kind of sucks, which is surprising because generally, historically, this Waller crowd is really loud, especially soccer game, the JV soccer game yesterday. They were really loud.
The Lyndhurst crowd is way more pumped up, and they have a mascot over there. Look how cool that is.
Yeah, they do have a mascot in Lyndhurst, which is what the sad thing is. Warriors, we are up by 11 with 6:51 left, and the losing team is more motivated and more loud than us. Their crowd is too. Whatever. No. Let this Warrior crowd be how they are. Warriors now have a 2nd and 10 from the from their own 46, maybe 45-yard line with 6:51 left to go. Waldwick is motioning. Waldwick is now set with the guys motioning. And a run to play to Junior, who tries to extend it but gets 1 yard short of the first down with a
trick the defense, and Junior got a lot of yards there, more than expected if he hit off the Holsizer.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yep, that run the Holsizer would have been very expected. So it's a great thing that they went to Junior, who got, I think, 7 yards. So I believe I have people from the stands calling for a first down. Is it? It does look like a first down. The ball's on the line.
That's first down. That should be a first down.
They're talking about it, the refs. You know,
this should get overturned easily because the ball is on the line.
Yes, it is. As this will be huge. As this will give the Warriors all the momentum in the world. So there's 6:44 left. The refs are conferring about it. And no matter what, I have confidence in this Warriors offensive line that whether they wrote a first down or not, the Warriors will get this first down. They're marking the ball back more. This crowd is not happy with that.
That I don't know about that. I don't know what decision they made about that. Maybe his knee was down before they misplaced the ball, but this Warrior offense is still gonna put some, really good.
And they got Lyndhurst to jump. It appears no. Yep, they got Lyndhurst to jump, which gave the Warriors a first down with 6:27 left to go. Wait. Yep, this will give Warriors the first down.
This crowd is cheering up a little bit.
I wouldn't say it's sad, but shocking is the parents are being louder than the actual student section.
Yeah, that should be, it's just, there's a whole student section for a reason,
Yeah.
It's supposed to be loud, energetic.
Yeah, these kids are 15, 16, 17, even 18 years old, some of them. Yeah. And the parents, who were probably in their 50s, 40s, no insult to the parents, are being louder. But whatever, Waldwick has their first down. They're chewing the clock. We're officially halfway through this fourth quarter with halfway left. Waldwick has a first down at the Lyndhurst 41-yard line. Kevin Davison motions. The ball is handed off to Zach Holsizer, who gets a carry down to the Waldwick 36-yard line for a 5-yard carry, I believe, maybe 6. Or is it just letting this clock bleed out as a smart idea because they only have one timeout left?
If Lyndhurst get a touchdown and a field goal, they're back in this game, and they have the lead. So Waldwick can either put up points here or stop them on a defense.
It appears Waldwick is attempting to crowd surf someone. This doesn't look like a great idea. But, Waldwick has a 2nd and 5 from the Lyndhurst 36-yard line. Ball is handed off to Holsizer. Zach Holsizer gets the first down at the Lyndhurst 29-yard line. Waldwick is letting this clock bleed out. There are 5 minutes left to go. What do you think of this Warrior momentum? Do you think this could be it, or do you think Lyndhurst still has a chance?
I think this momentum is really important for Waldwick, and I don't think Lyndhurst is ever going to stop this. And the student section is getting really rowdy as they try to crowd surf, but it got broken up though, sadly.
The problem is only a few guys are getting rowdy, which is a lot of problem. But whatever. Waldwick has a 1st and 10 from just inside the Lyndhurst 30 with 4:40 left to go. And Holsizer gets a handoff, and Holsizer takes it for a 3-yard gain as Lyndhurst will start using their timeouts with 4:30 left to go.
Yeah. I feel like using the timeouts now is not the best idea because they can use their timeouts on offense too. But, to stop the clock is really important for them, either way on offense or defense.
I feel like this is a very bold choice here to use this timeouts this early because, there's still a lot of time left. However, Waldwick is very good at chewing the clock.
Yeah.
So,
there's Lyndhurst needs to realize there's other ways to stop the clock. Catch the ball, going out of bounds, that stops the clock too. You don't need to use your timeouts this early with 4:33 left in the game.
but the problem is they only have 2 timeouts off. Remember, this is high school. There's no 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that's really a 2-minute warning is in NFL is really important for either offense or defense as it stops the clock, rebuild. But in high school, you can't use your timeouts this early in the game. There's so much time left, and Lyndhurst needs to realize that.
Now, reminder, Warriors have already used 2 timeouts this half, and Lyndhurst has just used their first. So the timeout ratio is 2 to Lyndhurst, 1 to Waldwick. Waldwick will now be coming out with a 2nd and 7, I believe, on the Lyndhurst 26, 27-yard line with 4:30 left, up by 11. Waldwick is motioning and now motioning again. The handoff to Junior, and Junior will take it to the Lyndhurst 25-yard line, where they will call another timeout with 4:25 left. What do you think of the situation? Lyndhurst has 1 timeout, and there's still 4:30 left.
That was not the best decision there. I just don't know. They have so much time left, and they're using it on defense. That's a little surprising.
I mean, I get they're down by 11, but if you watch any college game, any high school NFL game, I get it's different. It's a much bigger level. But they don't, even if they're down, they don't just start calling their timeouts till like 2 minutes left, 1:30, sometimes even shorter. As it's getting really chilly now. I think this could really be affecting this Lyndhurst defense as they are tired, they're worn out, all is murdering them in time of possession.
And the weather is really effective right now because, the injuries, even just the injuries itself, it shouldn't be as bad as they should, but, the cold and just everything is just really affecting the game.
I'm trying to find the temperature right now. According to my phone, it is a chill 53 degrees out. So it is brutal. The real feel is still 53, which is, seeing that we just came out of summer and we're still in early fall, it's a little chilly. It's a Friday night and it's first day of October. It's still 53 is a bit chilly, especially when their defense has long time, whatever. Holsizer with another run. He's bowling through, guys. Went through.
Waldwick is definitely playing it safe right now with the running.
It appears some people just fell in the student section. They're okay. And Lyndhurst will use their last timeout as Holsizer gets down to the. Lyndhurst will get just. Holsizer will get down to the Lyndhurst 21 as they use their last timeout. It'll be a 4th and 1 for the Warriors coming out of this timeout with 4:15 left.
It's really smart that the Waldwick is running the ball because you do not want to throw an interception. That's really important that you do not do that. And run the ball is the safest option right now, especially with 4 minutes left on the clock.
What I think is even better for Waldwick is the fact that was Lyndhurst's last timeout. They have no way to stop the clock except for going out of bounds now. And if Waldwick scores a touchdown here, they're already up by 11. That'll put them up by 20 almost? What would that put them back up to, Nicky?
Yeah, yeah, it's going to put them up a lot, and that's not good for them.
I cannot do math, so I will.
I can't either,
So we will be whipping out the phone calculator. So Waldwick now is 25 plus the 7 for a touchdown. We'll put Waldwick up 32-14. There's not much coming back from that with no timeouts and I'd say probably less than 4 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, it's just the timeouts they're not the smartest uses of timeout. They could have used it on offense. Defense, I don't understand that a little bit, but whatever works for them. Hopefully their offense can do something with 0 timeouts. But yeah.
So Warriors come out of the timeout here. They were looking to convert a huge 4th and 1 as this could lead to a very good potential game-winning touchdown, or at least putting the lead up to another 3. As Rush is running to the sideline looking for a play call, even though they just came out of a timeout. It's okay, though. Warriors got to hurry as they got the play clock to watch for. Warriors are hurrying up to the line. 4th and 1. Let's see if they can get it here. And Holsizer shoves Russ forward, and he's still going all the way to the Lyndhurst 15-yard line.
That's a big play right there. That's a really big play.
That's Lyndhurst. There's no way to stop the clock. Now the clock is running with a gain of 5 from quarterback Russ. And there is a flag, as there appears to be some jawing going on between Kyer Bailey maybe and some other guys in there. With 3:59 left, this could be huge. What do you think of that penalty late in a game, especially up big?
Every single penalty, with Lyndhurst and Waldwick has really been affecting both teams. And, you can't really do penalties in this late game, even though, they're up still. But you never know what can come back,
I believe I was Kyer Bailey, maybe. I'm not trying to say anything. But he's the one I saw in there. Now Warriors with that 15-yard penalty are all the way back to Lyndhurst 30 with a 2nd and very long. You have to get it's a 2nd and 20. However, the clock is running. There's 3:40 left and counting.
Waldwick has really widened this clock down. The drive started at 7 minutes, and now it's at 3:30. So they really did a really good job, winding the clock down.
And Lyndhurst has nobody to stop the clock. Warriors go with a little conservative run, nice little 2-yard run, the whole sizer, just to see where they were at. All right, so now Warriors have a 3rd and 18, I believe, with 3 minutes left. They'll probably snap the ball with about 2:45 left.
In my opinion, I think this game is over. If they had their two timeouts left, then I would believe this game is still close and winnable. But for Lyndhurst, they use their timeouts in a bad place, and that cost them.
Now, as long as the Warriors don't lose any yards or maybe gain a couple yards, I believe they're still in field goal range for Bryce. As I believe last week he made a PAT after an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from about this range. So yeah, that would put Waldwick up 28-14. That might put the nail in the coffin, as Junior gets a nice little run and gets a big chunk back to the Lyndhurst 22-yard line. I believe Warriors will probably run this down to about 2 minutes. They might go for it. It's a 4th and 12. I personally would not go for this here, but let's see.
If you go for it and you mess up, then they have, not the best, position, but, their yardage is still good as they're, be around.
And they're only down by 11. I mean, it's 2 possessions, but they only have 2 minutes. There's 2 minutes to score 11 points. That's not a lot of time. They'd have to score a touchdown quick, get an onside kick.
For it.
Ball choice going for Waldwick. That's a 4th and 13. The run to Holsizer, and he does not get it as he's stopped at the Lyndhurst 18-yard line.
Really big thing is they have no timeouts. Lyndhurst has to find a way to stop the clock and score 11 points. It's going to be really hard with this amount of time left.
Especially with how good this Warriors defense has been, only surrendering 1 touchdown. Yeah. This will be really hard for this Warriors. This will be really hard for Lyndhurst to win as they have 1:59 left, no timeouts, and have to score 11 points.
That's really hard to do, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. If they have the timeouts, then yeah, maybe. But again, I don't know. Lyndhurst has to really step up right now.
I have not seen many teams come back from this. I really have not. It's technically possible. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I saw a high school football team come down to Ohio, I believe it was. I forget who it was. Come down from 24-7. But that was top-notch high school football. This is Section 3 football.
Yeah, and also a lot of people are leaving right now as the crowd's, leaving, and that's going to affect the defense because, home field advantage,
And Waldwick's pressure on the quarterback, and he is run out of bounds, shy of the first down. No, he gets the first down. No, just shy of it at the Lyndhurst 28-yard line with 1:52 left. However, Lyndhurst has no timeouts. They have no way to stop the clock.
It was a good job of the quarterback to get out of bounds. The clock got around 1:52. Good job of the quarterback to get out of bounds there.
I mean, if they're chewing 6-7 seconds off every play, maybe 5, that adds up. It really does, especially with no timeouts. Yeah, so let's see what Lyndhurst comes out with here. They got 2 receivers split out to each side. He's looking. Pressured by Garrett Bailey. Absolutely rocked by number 33, Zach Holsizer. Although the receiver holds onto the ball for a 5-yard gain. This clock is running still. I mean, they got the first down.
You gotta hurry up offense. No huddle or something.
They got 1:44 left. They're going. The clock is now running again. Lyndhurst is going really fast.
This game is pretty much over. Nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, unfortunate.
Lyndhurst has 1:30 left to go. And the ball's not fumbled, but it's muffed. Brendan Moore is chasing down the quarterback. So is Kyer Bailey. And he gets the ball out to number 2, and he is tackled inbounds by Anthony Marco and company.
Good throw on the run there. Quarterback under pressure. Really good option there. Again, number 2.
Junior was in on that tackle as well. Was Christian Cerrito. Lyndhurst was tackled inbounds. They only have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. They're not even on the Warriors side of the field yet. All right. And they finally get out of bounds with...
They're playing it really smart, though, but I think there's not enough time with the clock left. I mean,
they've already killed 56 seconds, and they just crossed midfield, and they're down by 11.
Their play calls are good, getting out of bounds, doing these out routes, really short plays to play it safe, but it's still not enough time left on the clock.
With no timeouts, there's not much they can do here. I mean, it's smart that they're taking their time.
Cameraman is eating a pretzel and filming at the same time.
We got to give credit to the cameraman over here. He's eating a pretzel. I mean, I wouldn't say the game's over. Like, that's got to say something. That our cameraman is eating a pretzel and filming. You never know, though. You never know. All right, Lyndhurst snaps. We are now under 1 minute. And quarterback with pressure. Pressure. He's getting chased out, and the pass is complete.
Really nice throw on the run. Nice target. Got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
But the problem is that killed 9 seconds off the clock.
The D-line is really pressuring and really right on the clock.
Problem is that killed 9 seconds. Lyndhurst does not have much time left, and they have to score 11 points. 54 seconds is not a lot of time. This wall, the Warriors crowd is all standing on the bleachers. Don't know how the bleachers are taking this. These are not great bleachers. They're cold, solid metal. No. Lyndhurst is up to the line. And
the crowd is louder when the people are leaving. It's a little weird.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of weird. This crowd is kind of weird vibes. Well, drop back to pass. And a dot. He's showing. The pass is caught for a touchdown. 47 seconds left.
They have to go for 2 here. If they don't go for 2, then, the game's over.
They had to go for 2 here with 46 seconds left. Down 25. Warriors are up 15 right now, but 2-point conversion would move it down to... Actually, no, sorry. We're only up by 5. My bad on the math. We are up by 5. A 2-point conversion got here would make it a 3-point game with 46 seconds left. The Warriors really got to run the ball out now as they let up a score a little too quick there. What do you think of that touchdown and clock situation?
That was so clutch. They needed that touchdown. And hopefully they can capitalize this 2 conversion, and then hopefully Waldwick maybe can turn it over for Lyndhurst to get a chance to score.
I mean, if Waldwick can stop this here, that'd be huge. And Waldwick chasing him down. Brendan Moore's chasing him down. Kyer Bailey's back there too. So is Luke McGowan. Luke McGowan gets absolutely rocked. And the quarterback easily runs it in for 2.
That was a really good play. That ran the clock down though. That was a really good run there. Really impressive. Really impressive.
That was incredible. Thought that block on Kyer was a little bit dirty, but I guess the refs didn't like anything.
Just all it is is a field goal, but there's also no time left on the clock, so it's really hard.
Although Lyndhurst does not have a way to stop the clock. They have no timeouts. The Warriors still have their timeout in the bag. I think that's huge.
Yeah, that's a game changer right there. Game changer. The timeout they have.
Although, however, Lyndhurst needs to get the onside kick here. If they do not get the onside kick, Warriors need to kneel the ball down twice, and that's game. That's all they need to do.
Yeah.
Play clock is 40 seconds. Well, I think it's 35 in high school, not sure, but still, that's only 2 kneel downs. That's game.
Yeah, totally agreed. But I think of this onside kick, that's a really good field position for Lyndhurst.
Honestly, I don't care that this is a close game. Lyndhurst is a very good team, especially coming off a crushing loss last week. This will be huge for this Warrior team. This will be huge. The Lyndhurst crowd is going crazy. This Warrior crowd is silent. Let's see. No, the Warrior crowd is getting loud now, led by Again, junior Nicky Bamrick. This is game here. I mean, onside kicks take 2 or 3 seconds off the clock as well. So I'm saying realistically, whoever gets the ball, it'll be about 43 seconds left. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Does Waldwick call a timeout here? No, they do not. Sorry, my bad. Lyndhurst does not have a way to stop the clock, so if something happens, they're screwed. I wouldn't say they're screwed, but they're going to struggle. And the ball is kicked, and it is recovered by Waldwick. Kyer Bailey back in the game. Clutch onside kick. Warriors have the ball at the 50-yard line. 45 seconds left. That is game. 2 kneel downs. That is over. So, Nicky, what do you think of this game?
Oh my God, it is just back and forth. You know, in the first half, it was all Waldwick, but then Lyndhurst really started to crawl back in this game and open the door. But at the end,
We are now getting the na chance from the Warriors student section. Warriors will just need to kneel it out here once. Nope, might need 2 kneel downs. Well, that should be it. And Warriors will kneel down one more time before the Warriors will take the dub over Rutherford 25-22 in an absolute shootout. One more kneel down. And this should be it. This will be it here for Warriors and Warriors Broadcast Center. Thanks for watching. Well, technically, it's not over yet, but there's 20 seconds left. Warriors need to ball down one more time. It's pretty much all but over. And it is over. Your Waldwick Warriors beat Rutherford Golden Bears 25-22 in a nail-biter.
that was a really good game. Waldwick played really well offensively and defensively, and Lyndhurst gave them a short there at the end, but it's still a really good game for both teams.
Yes, it is. This Warriors student section is finally going crazy, which is weird. As now all the Waldwick kids are filing out. Thanks for watching Warriors Broadcast Center. This is Matt Halpern, Nicky Wayne. Thanks to our cameraman, John Rickley, Mike Weinkoff, and Alex Katriniak. And that is it. Final score, 25 Waldwick, 22. There is Warriors student section. This crowd is loving it after a dominating win. So Warriors student section is absolutely hyped. Again, final score Waldwick, 25 Waldwick, 22 Lyndhurst.
Let's go! Alex! Come on, Eric, cut him off. Alex!
Woo! There's Brendan Sendek, junior.
Wyckoff! Zachary! You want to get interviewed? Come on.
It's Friday again! Josh! How are you, Josh?
You leaving now?
Bye. See you next week. Meg, I go, Josh, how are you? He goes, great.